chemtrailing is to cover up Nibiru. And if you're an astronomer and you're trying to look at the sun or near sun objects or objects that are approaching from below the sun, you are not going to be able to see anything through the layers of stuff that I'm going to show you tonight, Rex. I mean, I actually want to show you what we think we found evidence that they're actually obfuscating the sun from space, not from the Earth, but some kind of shield in space that we think we're capturing. I'd like to show you that tonight.
That'd be great.
Again, these are wild theories. They sound like wild theories until you start seeing, literally, I look at 500 to 1,000 images a day, Rex. You know what I mean? And I've seen, it's kind of like, when a counterfeit is a counterfeit, and when real is real. And I wanted to show you something from my backyard. Can we stop on this for just a second before I get off of it?
Yeah, let's do that. That'd be great.
So you see this is actually, so we just funded the balloon project. So we got to about $2,000 in funding for it, which was enough for us to get our first complete rig. And this is me testing the camera in my backyard. So I found the highest spot of my property, which, by the way, if anybody wants to know, it's at 1,200 feet above sea level.
Hey,
and it's
Steve,
one of the
I got to interrupt real quick just to confirm. You decided to do this project because you wanted to prove it to everybody that the Earth is flat, right?
No, actually proved that it's concave. See, we're actually living in a big inverted circle. No.
You mean it's not flat?
No, I'm sorry, guys.
You're going to hell, Steve.
I know. Well, it's funny that you should mention that because it's almost these positions that people take, like flat earthers, Rex, or the Nibiru is a planet. It's not a star system. All these different points of view that you have on this phenomenon. They almost take it to a religious fervor. And I think a lot of people expect me to take it to a religious fervor, and I'm really not doing that. I'm very Christian, and I will not bow to anybody on that issue, and I'm going to share Jesus when I get an opportunity to do that. But for the most part, my show is about this system, and it's about observations that we're seeing from around the world on this system, right? So one of the observations that we see is that we get chemtrailed to death. We were just talking about that, right? So I was thinking about it, and I said, well, why don't we get into some high-altitude balloon research? Why don't we get a balloon and see how high we can get up? Well, as it turns out, we can take these balloons, these amateur balloons, we can get them up to about 130 feet, 130,000 feet.
Are you going to attach like a GoPro or Sony Action Cam to them also?
Yep, and this camera that I'm going to show you from my backyard, and the reason I want to show it to you is not because I think it's a cool camera. I want to show it to you because I actually captured something today.
Great.
So nobody's ever seen this footage before, except for me and my German Shepherd.
Okay? Exclusive here first at the Leap Project.
This is the camera I'm actually testing to go on the balloon. So what I've been doing, just to kind of give you a little background, is I've got the rig completely together. I've got the flight computer on it. I've got all the first riggings. This is me just doing tests with the camera because I don't want to waste the flight and then end up not successful because I didn't set the exposure right or something, right? So here I'm testing different exposures, and today's test was maximum, or basically the least amount of exposure that I could let through this camera and it'd still be HD, okay?